All right, what's going on, guys? It's Jason with Wind Detail Nation, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to maintain your coated vehicle. So first up, here's all the products that I recommend. All the links to these products will be down in the description below if you want to purchase these products yourself. But we have 2 quality microfiber drying towels. These are to, for one, pick up the majority of the water first, and then the second one is to get the remaining one. We have a Chanel wash mitt. I like these fingers just because it helps pick up dirt and like that, and it's not just like a flat surface that you're scrubbing dirt all over there and like that. We have a product called ONR, or Optimum No Rinse. This is a very awesome product that you don't really have to have a pressure washer or a hose or anything like that, and it makes washing a coated vehicle that much easier. And then lastly, we just have a 3-gallon bucket full of water, and I don't have any product in there. I'm going to show you how to do that and what you need to do. All right, for this step, I mean, you can put your wash mitt in before or after, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to put it in there before I dilute it or add this into there. So for ONR, you want to have 1 cap full that comes on the actual cap in with 1 gallon of water. So we have 3 gallons here. I want to put 3 capfuls of this in, and that's all we need for soap. This is not soap, but is a wash medium. So you just simply fill up a capful. I'll put a little bit more in there. Put 1 in, 2 in, and then a 3rd. And that's it. That's all it takes. And you just take this and flip it over, stir it around, and you'll feel like the water actually becomes pretty slick, kind of becomes cloudy and like that. Once it actually goes in there, you can see the water looks cloudy, it's not dirty, but that's just the ONR actually being diluted. And now we are actually ready to go wash the vehicle. So let's take you over there to the car and show you how to do it. So this is my girlfriend's 2016 Subaru Crosstrek that I coated for her about 3.5 weeks ago. It actually looks really clean right now. Don't mind my pup sitting there laying in the sun. But it actually looks clean, but it's actually very dirty. So on the front end, you'll see plenty of bugs stuck on there. We actually took a trip to North Carolina and we put over 2,500 miles on it in this last couple of weeks. So there's its fair share of dirt and grime that actually needs to be cleaned off that I'm going to show you. So even though it looks clean, it's not clean, and this product is actually going to do a lot of justice. So I'm hoping to let you guys know how to do it, and you have a better idea of how to maintain your investment of a ceramic coating. You can see here the wheels are dirty and like that. There's plenty of dirt and grime stuff down in here. It's been through a couple of rainstorms and like that. And you can see back here the film on it from windshield wiper fluid dripping down and all like that. You know, there's plenty of dirt. Little doggos, little puppers. So I'm gonna get you put up on a stand, and then I'm gonna show you how to start, where to start, and what to do, and then give you a couple little time lapses of me doing it to not bore you to death, and we'll get right back into it. Alright, so now that we got our drying towels situated and our wash bucket down here, I'll fill it up and properly diluted with ONR in itself, it is time to start washing the vehicle. How we're going to start this is we always want to go top to bottom. The reason for that is, like you saw in the video that I showed you where all the dirt was, most of the dirt is going to be down on the lower quarter panels because your road, grime, your dirt, dust, and like that from the tires is going to be kicked up on there. So we don't want to be washing down here and then bringing that dirt up, potentially causing scratches and damaging the coating, damaging the paint, and all like that. So we want to do everything we can to properly clean this and prevent any further damage. So I want to start on the roof. This is going to be, depending on your vehicle and how tall you are, the hardest part. So if you need a step stool or a bench to go get it, or if you want to open up the doors and step inside of your actual floor, then you can go ahead, whatever you recommend or want to do. So for this, you want to take your wash mitt, see how it's soaking wet? You do not want that, so you actually want to wring it out until it's barely dripping. So it's still dripping a little bit. Bring it out a little bit more. And it's on the verge of dripping. It's still very wet. I mean, I can squeeze it more, and you know, there's plenty of water in there still, but you don't want it oversaturated because it's going to make drying that much more of a pain. So with this roof rack, it makes it a little bit harder just because you got to go under there and finagle it a little bit. But we're going to start with the roof. Or I'll start with the windshield just to show you guys some representation of it first, like a little demonstration. So all you really want to do is just glide this over the surface, not really put any pressure. You're just really letting this product work in itself and clean all that dirt and grime off of the surface of the paint. You know, that's simple, right? And then you just want to take your wash mitt, put it back in the water, clean it off. You should have a great guard in there, rub it on there, and you'll be good to go when you go back to the new section. So now we take our first drying towel, and all we want to do on this one is just soak up the majority of the water. We don't want to get it absolutely perfect. That's not what this rag, in a sense, is for. Then we want to take our second drying towel, and this is where we want to buff the rest of it off and actually get all those water spots off. And then that section is done. Easy as that. Very, very simple. And coatings make it so simple just because nothing sticks to it. So when you actually go to wash it, you're going to get the majority of the dirt and grime, even bug guts, off the surface. So now that we've got the windshield done, you know what? Let me show you the difference. Just that way you can kind of see. So on this side, I don't know if you're actually going to be able to see, and down here, this black trim part, you can see all the dirt, and it's actually clean. And it's already protected, so we don't have to do anything different to wax it and make sure it's protected even more. It is good to go. So now I'm going to do the roof really quickly, and I'm going to do that off camera, or I'm going to time lapse it because you guys can't really see it. That's really where you want to start, and then I'll get to doing the sides and really showing you how to do that. All right, now that we have the windshield and the top of the vehicle, the roof, all cleaned, I'm going to kind of show you just, the after effects. As you saw before, it was really dirty. Now it's all clean. Roof is all clean. All right, back to the stand. So now that we got the top of the roof of the vehicle and the windshield clean, I want to start off by doing the hood. This is the second step in it. You can actually do your hood and your windshield all in one step. Once you kind of get this system and process down, you'll be able to really extend it. Like, you might be able to get all these windows done and wrap around, and that way you can just worry about the bottom of it. You're gonna have your own system and process. I'm just showing you how to do it. There's many ways to cut the fake, but this is just mine. And so like I said, bring it out so it's not dripping, but it's on the verge of dripping. And all we wanna do is go here and simply just wipe. So you can see the drying towel gets kind of dirty. Same with the other one, this is not as bad, but it gets a little bit dirty and some stuff on there. So if it gets dirty, just flip it to another side and keep going. Yeah, see, this one's dirty too. So just flip it. Down. Now, you want to make sure you're washing your vehicle at minimum. If you don't have the time for it, or you can't handle, and not can't handle, but if you can't keep up on top of it as much as you want, minimum once a month. It's always recommended to do once a week, but this is life. not everything works out in that fashion. So next, we're just going to do the front end and just get it clean, just like you normally would with a regular wash. Not anything too crazy different or difficult. Now, let me take you over here. After just a simple wash, barely any scrubbing, all those bug guts are gone. And the paint is clean again. That front end is clean. Like I said, we drove to North Carolina to the Outer Banks 2 weeks ago, and I haven't cleaned it since. There and back, and put 2,500 miles on it since I coated it, haven't washed it, and they cleaned off with ease. So you don't have to sit there and scrub, spray anything on it. Just sit there and clean it with this, because your vehicle is protected and easy to clean with a ceramic coating. So I'm actually going to put you back on a time lapse. All right, now that we got the front end, this fender, and the top of the windows and mirror clean, I'm going to show you how to clean the dirtiest part. A lot of people question me, oh, is this product going to scratch it? Is this product going to do harm? You know, what's going to happen? So, like I said, this has gone through some wear and tear. It hasn't been cleaned in a little bit, and you know, it looks clean, as you can see from the fender of this door. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but it is dirty. So, just like how I showed you on the hood and the top and the fender and all like that, we're simply just going to start from the top and work your way down. I'm actually going to do both of these doors at the same time. So, back where this trim is and up, I'm going to wash from this door and that door, turn the wash mitt over, and then do the bottom section, and then go right into drying it. This isn't going to hurt your paint or damage your coating. So, got our wash mitt that's on the verge of being really, really drippy. Make sure to get behind this handle, get to that trim line, go to this one, get that clean, right to that body line, flip it over. You can see, I mean, all that's dirt, and that's not even the dirtiest part. So this is the before on this side, and let me show you how dirty it gets from doing down here. And then that's the after, not as blue and pretty dingy. You can see the gray and the dirt in there. Once you go to wash this off in your wash bucket, that'll all come out and might be a little discolored, but all that dirt will be released into the water. So now I'm going to go to a new side of our drying towel and simply tie it off as you've seen before. Door handle. Flip it on over, and you're still going to probably pull some dirt off, which is fine because you have multiple sides to this towel. And follow up with your second drying towel. Flip it over to the side. Make sure all that water is off the surface. And now, the whole side's clean. That easy. So, I'm going to take you around back and do a time lapse of that, because that is the dirtiest part of this vehicle and the most satisfying to clean on video. So let's get to it. All right, so now that the vehicle is clean, let me take you on another walk around just to show you how clean it got from a simple wash that looked like that. So here on the other side, you saw all this dirt that was down here that was stuck on, all rinsed off, all clean, and I mean, look how much minimal water there is down here. So if you have a garage, or even in the winter time, you want to do this and don't want to get super wet and in the cold and want to have a quick wash, perfect. This is the perfect occasion and perfect wash method to have. Obviously, I haven't cleaned the wheels and tires yet. That's coming up next in a separate video. But even back here, the glass, the hatch, all those water spots from the actual rear washer is gone. You know, that trim's back to looking good and not all covered in dirt. Let me go up to here on the front end and show you these bugs. Beautiful shine. All these bug guts are gone. So this is a perfect wash if you want to keep it clean properly and not take all day to clean it. Look at that shine. Still going strong 3 weeks later and continued for another couple years.